Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Lbtharealist. For those of you that don't know, those of you who do know what's going on, this is Surrealistic Studios once again, and I wanted to do a quick one. I came across an article that was written by Jessica Rosenworcel. For those of you that don't know, Jessica Rosenworcel, I found out recently, is one of the FCC commissioners, alongside of the FCC chairman, which is Ajit Pai. And they have 3 other members. There's 5 total. Mignon Clyburn is one of them. Michael O'Reilly is another one, and Brendan Carr are all FCC commissioners alongside of Jessica Rosenworcel and Ajit Pai. Now, I came across an article in the Los Angeles Times from Jessica Rosenworcel. She made an op-ed that basically begged for the American people to please stop them from killing net neutrality. And when I came across that article, that just blew me away, because I was like, wow, like, she's actually on the FCC, and she's not in agreement with what's going down. So it's a handful of people that want this to take place. Jessica Rosenworcel has actually came out and stated that she is against what's going on. She wants to keep net neutrality regulations in place. Also, Mignon Clyburn, the other FCC commissioner, she has also stood with net neutrality, and she does not want to go through with this vote. She's going to vote no alongside of Jessica. So that leaves 3 other people that we have to get to flip their vote. Either it's going to be Ajit Pai, which is, he's the one that's orchestrating this whole thing. So it's going to either have to be Michael O'Reilly or Brendan Carr. Brendan Carr seems like he's pretty sold on the idea. The only person that seems like we might be able to reach him is Michael O'Reilly. Okay, because Michael O'Reilly stated in an interview, I believe it was on C-SPAN, that the only thing that would change his mind and flip his vote to a no vote on December 14th, December is when they're having his vote. He said the only thing that would change his mind is the harm to consumers, economical analysis, or precedent and statutory obligations. Well, let me just tell you right now, if you gut net neutrality, that will harm consumers. That will harm consumers and content providers alike. It's not doing anything for anybody other than corporations that want to make money and squeeze it from the little guy. And that's all that they're doing, so that they can create fast lanes and slow lanes. They want to dictate what websites receive the most traffic and which web. They can silence people if they want to. This whole idea of gutting net neutrality is horrible because of the intentions that they have behind it. So they're going to vote on this December 14th of this year, next month. And we need to at least flip one other person. Remember, there's 5 members. If we can flip one other person, we can stop this. Now, we've already been trying to stop it through calling our congressmen and writing letters and emails, and me doing videos like this, speaking out against it. So I have some information here that you guys could use if you want to go ahead and join the fight, so that we can try to end this before December 14th. So we can end it before December 14th. But if we can't end it before December 14th. But if we can't end it before December 14th, and they go in and they vote, then we have to know that at least one other person, Michael O'Reilly, Brendan Carr, or Ajit Pai, pie in the sky, we have to hope that one of them flips their votes. So Ajit Pai's office number is 202-418-1000. Again, 202-418-1000. Call his office and let him know how you feel. Tell him to reverse his vote. Let him know that it's un-American. Tell him that he would be going against the American people, the will of the American people. And it should be unconstitutional. It goes against freedom of speech. All right? You shouldn't be able to have control over all of the internet. Like, even Jessica Rosenworcel had this to say. She had this to say. It is a lousy idea, and it deserves a heated response from millions of Americans who work and create online every single day. There's something not right about a few unelected FCC officials making such vast determinations about the future of the internet. That was from one of the FCC commissioners herself. So, again, I'm going to give you some more information here. I'm going to give you the emails of Michael O'Reilly. Michael O'Reilly's email is mike.o'reilly, that's capital M, lowercase I, K-E, dot capital O, apostrophe, capital R-E-I-L-L-Y, at fcc.gov. And Brendan Carr's is capital B-R-E-N-D-A-N, Brendan, dot capital C, lowercase a-r-r, at fcc.gov. And if you want to email Jessica Rosenworcel, it's the exact same email, first name, the first initial uppercase, everything else lowercase, dot uppercase R, Rosenworcel, and then at fcc.gov. The same thing for Mignon Clyburn. If you want to go ahead and email them and thank them, I tweeted at Mignon as well as Jessica, and I thanked them for their no vote and their support for net neutrality. I suggested you guys do the same. I called Ajit Pai's office and gave him a piece of my mind. I also called congressmen. I called Juan Vargas. I called I forget the other Congress lady's name. I also called Pamela Harris. She's already on board. I tweeted at her as well. So there's things that we can do before this vote happens. I'm hoping that Congress stops the vote, because this is highly un-American. This is ridiculous. They need to leave the internet as it is. There's no reason in hell that you should be squeezing money out of the internet and creating fast and slow lanes and winners and losers. That's not your place. That's not what you get to decide. And let it be known that the chairman of the FCC, Ajit Pai, used to work for Verizon, which is one of the companies that are trying to push this vote through. Comcast, AT&T, or Verizon are the three biggest companies that are trying to push this corporate agenda. And Ajit Pai used to work for one of those companies. So just remember, when they spit all that bullshit about how they really do believe in net neutrality, but their net neutrality is different. They want to create less regulations and less. No. We need regulations, because if we didn't have regulations, that means corporations would be able to do whatever the hell they want to do, and there would be no legal recourse or no legal. That's what they wanted to do in the TPP. They had a clause in the TPP that stated that governments and the people could not sue the corporations if the corporations did something to fuck up the environment. That's what they wanted to put in the TPP. That's kind of like what they're doing here. So, like I said, call Ajit Pai, email the rest of the FCC members, email Ajit Pai and try to flip him. I know it's a long shot, but they need to know that we're very serious about this, and we're not going to roll over and let them just kill the internet as we know it. Fuck that.